guys, I'm Miguel, Davocol from ACT21. So today, nandito ako sa inyong harap para discuss ang napili kong topic na i-report para sa aming finals. At ang napili kong topic ay gear motor. So tara, simulan na natin. What is gear motor? Gear motors are complete motive force systems consisting of an electric motor and a reduction gear train integrated into one easy-to-mount and configure package. This greatly reduces the complexity and cost of designing and constructing power tools, machines, and appliances calling for high torque at relatively low shaft speed or RPM. Gear motors allow the use of economical low horsepower motors to provide a great motive force at low speed, such as in lifts, winches, medical tables, jacks, and robotics. They can be large enough to lift a building or small enough to drive a tiny clock. So, ang gear motor ay isinama sa isang madaling pagkabit at configure na pakete. Pinapayagan ng mga motor ng gear ang paggamit ng pang-ekonomiko na low horsepower na motor upang magbigay ng mahusay at puwersang motibo sa mababang bilis. Next. Operation principle. Most synchronous AC electric motor have output ranges of from 1,200 to 300-600 revolutions per minute (RPM). They also have both normal trains used in gear motors are designed to reduce the output speed while increasing the torque. The increase in torque is inversely proportional to the reduction in speed. Reduction gearing allows small electric motors to move large driven loads, although more slowly than larger electric motors. Reduction gears consist of a small gear driving a larger gear. There may be several sets of these reduction gear sets in a reduction gearbox. Karamihan sa mga AC electric motors ay mga saklaw ng output mula 1,200 to 3,600 na revolution bawat minuto. Pinapayagan ng reduction gearing na ilipat ang maliit na motor na dikuryente sa malaking hinihimok na karga. Next. Motor varieties. Most industrial gear motors are AC powered, fixed speed devices, although there are fixed gear ratio, variable speed motors that provide a greater degree of control. DC gear motors are used in primarily automotive application such as power winches on trucks, windshield wiper motors, and power seat or power window motors. DC motors are used more as compared to AC motors. Ang mga motor na pang-gear na DC ay pangunahing ginagamit sa mga aplikasyon na sasakyan tulad ng power winches sa mga truck, windshield wiper, at power seat o power window motor. Next. Varieties of gear motors. Helical gear motor, shaft-mounted gear motor, bevel-geared motor, worm-geared motor. DC motors. Some of the salient features that DC motor possesses are available in brush type and brushless modules. It is used popularly during motorizing. It is a figure of merit of the motor power to torque ratio. Contains sealed bearings with high temperature grease, high temperature molded field insulator, heavy duty commutator construction, equipped with high efficiency, high flow die cast, aluminum pan, patented design. Features of gear motors. Some of the salient features that geared motors possesses are available in standard gear mechanism, available in non-lubricated metal bearing gear mechanism, also available in planetary gear mechanism. Provides speeds reduction by the means of a gear box. Increases the torque ratio. Features of gear motors. Provides protection against overload and lock rotor. Serves as protection against RFI, MI, or EMI caused by PWM control. Used as precautions for instantaneous reversing and dynamic braking. Used in speed detection and control. Main aim of using gear motors. The main aim of using gear motors are everything in one box, nasa isang box lang, easy to control, madaling kontrolin, wide range of sizes, speeds and option, mounting, at durability. Next, speed reduction. Sometimes the goal of using a gear motor is to reduce the rotating shafts of a speed of a motor in the device being driven, such as in small electric clock, where the tiny synchronous motor may be spinning at 1,200 RPM, but is reduced to 1 RPM to drive second hand, and further reduced the clock mechanism to drive the minute and hour hands. Here, the amount of driving force is irrelevant as long as it is sufficient to overcome the frictional effects of the clock. Minsan, ang layunin ng paggamit ng isang motor na panggiray upang mabawasan ang bilis na umiikot na baras ng isang motor sa isang aparato na hinihimok. Sa isang maliit na orasan ng kuryente, maaari itong mga hulugan ng pagbawas ng bilis ng pangalawang kamay sa para sufficient to overcome the frictional effects of the clock mechanism. Next, torque multiplication. Another goal achievable with the gear motor is to use a small motor to generate a very large force, albeit at low speed. This application includes the lifting mechanism on hospital beds, power recliner, and heavy machine lifts, where the great force at low speed is the goal. Ang isa pang layunin na makakamit sa isang gear motor ay ang paggamit ng isang maliit na motor upang makabuo ng malaking puwersa. Next, applications. What power can openers, garage doors openers, stair lifts, rotisserie motors, timer cycle knobs on washing machine, power drills, cake mixer, and electromechanical clocks have in common is that they all use various integration of gear motors to derive a large force from a relatively small electric motor at a manageable speed. In industry, gear motor application in jacks, cranes, lifts, clamping, robotics, conveyance, and mixing are too numerous to count. Ginagamit ang gear motor upang makuha ang isang malaking puwersa mula sa isang maliit na dikuryenteng motor na may bilis na mapamahalaan. Sa industriya, ang aplikasyon ng gear motor ay masyadong marami upang mabilang. Next. Application: coin changing equipment, redemption games, pinball machine, peristaltic pumps, food service equipment, bulb actuators. Applications: damper actuators, pitching machines, auger motors, label and packaging equipment, oil skimmers, fan oscillators, lubricating equipment, bending equipment. Next, can I convert electric motor into a generator suitable for use in wind energy production? Most DC motors have magnets and tools can be used. You could use a car alternator as one. Farmers have done things like this for years. Windmill to car alternator fed to battery charger to batteries. Don't forget the charger or you will have a battery turning big fan. Karamihan sa DC motor ay may magnet at sa gayon ay maaaring magamit. Maaari kang gumamit ng alternatibong kotse bilang isa. Ang magsasaka ay gumawa ng ganitong bagay sa loob ng maraming taon. Huwag kalimutan ang charger o para hindi magkaroon ng malaking battery na big fan. So, ayun guys. Sana may natutunan kayo sa aking diniscuss. Sana nagustuhan nyo ito. Maraming salamat at paalam.